everybody. Man, we are finally here at the Royal Caribbean port, and we're getting ready to go on another cruise. This time we're going to be on Mariner of the Seas, and it's just a 5-day cruise, one stop to Cozumel. And our check-in today is at 2 o'clock, and right now it's about 12:40. So we're going to see if we can get in early, and we're going to see if we can see how much traffic there is inside and how long it will take us to get in. So I'm going to turn this camera around and let you guys see the actual ship we have, or we'll be on the back of it anyway. Looks like it's a pretty big ship, but here we go. And again, we parked in the north lot like we did last cruise, and we did uncovered parking, but as you see in front of us, you could pay a little more and get covered parking. And so anyway, let's get up here and see how long it takes us to get in, and we'll see you on the ship. Good morning, everybody. We are almost to Cozumel, Mexico, and currently on deck 5 in front of the ship forward, and wanted to show you guys what deck 5 looks like. So right now I'm in the Star Lounge, and right here they have live bands, they have game shows, different events in here that you can come and relax and just pick any seat and just listen to what's going on. So let's take a trip down deck 5 and see what all they have. Now you'll have to excuse my voice. I've been dealing with allergies, and now it's kind of setting in my throat, so I'm talking a little rough, but I do have a cup of coffee. So let's take a trip down deck 5. So right now we're in the front of the ship, and so just like most ships, they have a sign here and a digital screen where you can touch it and navigate through the ship. Elevators. Here's the promenade coming up to. You get your free sandwiches, free desserts throughout the duration of the ship. Right now they have breakfast, so they're getting ready to serve breakfast. Here's your soda machines if you buy the package. Here we have Barnacle and Barrel. Hey, we got some happy campers this morning on the ship. This is just a small bar you can come in. They have someone singing here at night. Get your drinks in here. This is where you have all your shops as well. These stairs right here will take you down to level 4 where the casino is. The shops are closed right now. They'll open up at 10 a.m. but today they won't open up till later due to almost being at the port. Obviously they can't open up at the port. So this right here is the bamboo room. Come here and give you guys ship here is comparable to Voyager of the Seas. I believe it was Voyager. So far we've been on Voyager of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, and now this one, Mariner of the Seas. And they're laid out pretty much the exact same. Over to your left right here is guest services. They'll be able to help you with anything you need. These windows up here are rooms that you can get, and if you like the room right here on the promenade on deck 5. Voom right here is your internet package, so they'll have people there talking with you to help you get set up with your Wi-Fi, your internet. This area right here is your next cruise area, and once they open up they'll have someone help you there. And this area here will be your shore excursions, and someone's here, they'll be able to help you as well. They have a Starbucks on this aisle, or I'm sorry, on this ship on deck 4, and we'll take a trip on deck 4 later on during our trip. And then once you come to the aft of the ship, the back of the ship, you come to deck 5's main dining room. And so here they have the menu for breakfast. So they have mimosas, Bloody Marys for specialty drinks, your juices for the kids, healthy start options, bakery, cereals, sides, and then entrees. So here's your menu. And then obviously your main dining experience is complimentary while you're on the cruise ship. So you set the time, and then you can come and eat here. Now I'm just going to peek my head in so you guys can see. They have it closed right now, but we'll try to get a better shot once we find an open door. So there you have deck 5 from the front to the back, and also here in the middle you have these cruise ships that will tell you what is on the ship, which deck you can find everything. So let's head to deck 4 and I'll show you guys what we have down there. Alright, here we are on deck 4, the aft of the ship. The back of the ship, that's the main dining room. They're not quite open yet for breakfast, but they'll be open here shortly. Now either side you can go out on the side of the ship. We'll take a look out here real quick. As you see, we are coming right on into Mexico, Cozumel. And we are headed right up there where that other cruise ship is in World Port. If you can see way in the distance. So we're coming in. And one of the other videos, we went to Paradise Island. We went all the way down that way and around the island to the right. That's where Paradise Island was compared to where the port is, if you're interested. So let's go back in. And we'll walk down to the other side here on deck 4. So here you have Boleros, where you can, just a little lounge bar area. They have a live band there. You can come and just relax, listen to the music, and get you a drink. And then Starbucks is on the other side over there. They have quite a few drinks you can choose from. And then here's the Casino Royale. that go up to deck 5. Here's another area where you can get your drinks here. Got a piano, they'll have somebody sing there during the evening. And this is I call it the Schooner Bar, but I believe it's the Schooner Bar. But at any rate, this is it. And so if we keep going through the elevators, come up here, you can also, on this end, you have entrance to the Royal Theater right here. And then down below us, those doors on deck 3, that's the main entrance of the Royal Theater. But here on deck 4, you just have the side entrances to the upper deck of the Royal Theater. So right now it looks like they're closed. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Give you guys a view where we just came from. There's the Schooner Bar, or Schooner Bar as I call it. So there you have it, deck 4. Deck 4. Deck 5 up there, where we just came from. All right, well, I'm going to get me some breakfast now, but that was deck 4, and we're getting ready to dock this ship and get out and enjoy a day today in Cozumel, and I'll shoot a video once we get on the beach. See you guys soon. All right, here we are on deck 6. And as you can see right here, deck 6. Is just rooms. Kind of give you an idea what the hallways look like. Pretty much the same on each ship. A little sitting area here. And then there's a Star Lounge below, like we looked at earlier. And again, these screens here, you can touch them. And so deck 7 is rooms. Deck 8 is rooms. Deck 9 is rooms. Deck 10 is rooms. And then at deck 11 is where you start getting to your main pool and your solarium and windjammer. And then deck 12 has video arcades, spa center, and some other things we'll look at. And then deck 13 has your sports court, your flow rider, and perfect storm water slide. And then deck 14 has a sky pad, and that's where your Viking lounge is, so you can relax and drink for adults only. So let's take a trip up to deck 11 and see what they got. So there you have the spa and treatment center there. Elevators. Morning. All right, let's take a look out here in the solarium and see what they have. Well, before we go to the solarium, I'll show you guys something here if this will open up. So we're on deck 11. Give you guys a view of the morning. Very calm today. As you can see, hasn't been too rough this trip. But I want to show you guys, if you come to deck 11, the front of the ship, there's a side door you can walk out on either side, and it's going to take you up to the bridge where you can see where the captains are. So if you come up here, you can look at this right here, and it'll tell you about the bridge and what all they have, what it's used for. Come over here to the starboard bridge wing console. It gives you an idea of what they're doing, but let me show you inside here. Let me come here in the middle, give you an idea. So this is a pretty cool area. As you can see, you're blocked by the wind, but here's the bridge right here inside. So in case you'd like to come see that kind of stuff, we'll go back out the same way we came in, but if you go that way, it'll just take you around the other side of the ship. But let's go back to where the door we came out of, and let's go take a look at the solarium. Today we're headed back to Galveston, Texas. We had our stop at Cozumel yesterday at Paradise Beach, and if you'd like to see that video, it'll be here on the screen as well. At the end of this video, you can click on it, or just go to my channel and you'll be able to click on the video. I have other cruise videos as well. So here we're back in the solarium, and on this ship they actually have these cabana, these beds that you can lay on and relax during the day, which I think is pretty cool. I believe it's a first come, first serve. Then you have the pool there. This is mainly for adults, but walking into this room here, this area is for everybody, kids, adults. So this is the main pool, 2 pools there, hot tubs. Plenty of room for relaxing, lounging around. Do have life jackets for the kids that can wear as well. So here's the boardwalk dog house. You get your hot dogs right here. Have a menu right here where you can get it whichever way you want. And let's walk to the other side and I'll show you the ice cream machine. And both of these stairs will take you up to deck 12. That's usually where the sail away party happens, on deck 12. Over on the other side, you have the Sky Lounge, the reserved seating up there on the steps. And since it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, the hot dogs and ice cream, the Arctic Zone is not open yet, but and then as we come in here, we come to the Windjammer. But before I show you the Windjammer, if you've been on Royal Caribbean, you know that looking for ducks is kind of the highlight of the trip for adults and kids alike. And so these are good places to look. So there you have the Windjammer. You have Chops Grill on this floor, Jamie's Italian. And so if you come over to this side on deck 11, it just takes you to the other side of the solarium, up and down. So I'm going to get a little breakfast, and then I'm going to head up to deck 12 and 13 and show you what all they have there. Okay, here we are on deck 12. And so right here they have the kids area. Right here, ages 3 to 5. So if you have little kids, you can take them in there. And my little niece, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law went on their cruise. They dropped their niece off a couple times, and my niece had an excellent time from what I was told, and didn't want to leave in some cases. So hopefully that will give some of you a little peace of mind. Anyway, my kids, I'm still a little iffy about leaving them with strangers on a cruise ship, but again, to each his own. So that's just my preference. So here we are outside on deck 12. They have this walk around track, plenty of seats. This is where the sail away party happens, right up here. Gets pretty busy, so I would recommend getting up here as soon as you get on the ship, around probably an hour before sail away, so you can get a good seat. Here's the view today. Let me come over here and just pause for a second. So right now we are somewhere between Cozumel and Galveston, Texas. We should be back around 8 o'clock in the morning, and the weather is perfect. I would say it's probably in the 70s, low humidity, calm seas. Yesterday it was a little choppy, but not real rocky.
Yeah, no. Why? Oh, bad weather. It was winter.
So it looks like I'm walking against traffic. Then below us again, there are the pools, deck 12. Sky Lounge over there. Nice Mariner of the Seas sign right there. And both sides of the ship you can walk up these stairs. I'm going to walk up, and this is going to take you to deck 13, to the small putt-putt course. So let's take a look up here. More seating. You know, when I come on these cruise ships, I don't see a lot of people sitting in these areas, although it's good views, and it does block the wind. But I think it's because due to the salt water in the air, it's just, you know, you can't really get the best view because these windows are not always the cleanest. It's hard to keep them as clean as you want them. But I just don't see very many people sitting here. I'm not sure if this would be something that they could, you know, put here, some other kind of obstacle course or some kind of something else, because out of all the cruises I don't see very many people sitting in those areas. So here we have the putt-putt course. That's pretty cool. And then a shady area back here you can sit in. One thing I like about this putt-putt course as opposed to the other cruise ship is that it's by itself. It's not with the water slides or close to the other, like the pickleball court, basketball court. I like that because I think traffic would be less if it's kind of solo, and you don't have all the traffic there, everyone waiting to you know, play pickleball and play basketball and then putt-putt. I think it gets a lot more congested. So let's take a walk back down to the other end of deck 12 and see what they have back here. My wife's standing over there like she don't know me. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll notice that my lovely wife is not in them very often. She's not really the one to be in the camera, but that's fine. When we left Galveston, it was probably in the 60s, and there were still people swimming as soon as they got on the ship. And I'm not real sure if the water was cold in the pool or not, but I guess you pay the money to go on a cruise ship, you want to make it worth it. But I think it was a little too cold for me. So they do have Johnny Rockets on this ship. So we'll take a walk up here and then we'll go up to deck 13 on the aft of the ship, the back of the ship. So here's Johnny Rockets. Now this is a restaurant you'll have to pay for your food. This is not complimentary on the ship, but I think the prices are fairly decent. Let's take a look in here if we can. Well, they're not open yet, but they're getting prepared. And it's just a small restaurant, but obviously you see all these booths out here you can sit and relax. Now this is a pretty nice little area right here in the shade. It's breezy here. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic yet. Of course, it is only 9:15 in the morning. So let's go up here and look at the Flow Rider, see how busy it is. It's a beautiful day. So you have the Flow Rider back here. You have this water slide back here as well. Now they do have an elevator right here, I guess, for handicap, so they can come up here as well, or that's for the staff to roll all of their items up here on carts. Then you have this little climbing deal. I think it's kind of like a potato chip. Then this brings us back to deck 13. And I'm going to go back down to deck 12 and show you the arcade area. So let's head down there. Here they have the activities on deck 12, the times and what they have going on. Let's head over here.
Good day 4. So how can I get to your mom's room without going?
And I'll show you what all they have here in the arcade area.
Keep stacking them up.
This one seems a little bit roomier than some of the previous arcades on the cruise ships. They've got quite a bit in here actually. Then you have the exit right there. That's where Johnny Rockets is. And you have your ice hockey tables over here. Some more of these machines, you can win prizes. And then this is the Voyager area. Adventure Ocean. This is for the kids to have something to do in here. So we won't go in there, but so this is the arcade here. All right, we have made it back to the house after a nice relaxing trip on Mariner of the Seas, and we had a good time, a good relaxing time there. And but it's time to get back to work and get ready for Christmas, which is just right around the corner. And so holidays are coming up, but we had a good time. And that ship is pretty comparable to Voyager of the Seas and Adventure of the Seas, and so I didn't video too much on this one just because there are a lot of similarities between the three ships. But I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of a tour of, you know, what's on the ship. But again, they're pretty comparable. And but I think if you decide to go on any of these three, Mariner, Adventure, or Voyager, you'll find something to do there. You'll have a good time, and you'll enjoy yourself. And then of course we had a good time at Paradise Beach as well, and I'll be posting the video of that and also the room review if you'd like to take a look at that as well. So, but just wanted to hop on here and thank everybody for tuning in and going with us on these adventures. And please like and subscribe to this channel, and hopefully you'll be going on a cruise pretty soon. And if you haven't been on one, you're missing out. You need to get on one as soon as possible, and I think you'll like it. But as always, thanks so much for tuning in and spending your day with Jay, and we'll see you soon on our next adventure. Take care.